Hi there YouTube, XtremeTrainz here. So in this video I'm taking a look at another one of the re-released fully painted engines from Thomas Wood line. This time it is Excellent Emily, who's one of them. I really liked one of my favorite characters I think from the show, especially for her design. And as I remember saying that there was some model, Thomas Wood model was interesting because it had some differences having the big wheel. So let's take a look at what it has been improved, or maybe not improved, in this new painted version. What are you waiting for? Let's do it. Okay, this is the box for Emily. Same as always. Same on back. Just, I can't even... Is Emily strong? She has one driving axle. I'm sorry, I'm calling BS on that one. Anyway, let's open her up because this is not the exciting part of this review. Emily is Emily, as you can see from this. The first thing I noticed about the painted one is, again, this green is nice. It's definitely not the Percy green, which is good. For reference, that's the Percy green. Kind of emeraldy green, I think looks really nice. And again, I think it really does elevate this model to looking a lot more premium with the paint on there, which is good. Same old face, a good face, I think, a good CGI face. The details on Emily look nice, but you can see that, especially on mine, they're really smudgy, especially on the back here. So I don't know if that's a universal problem for all of these new Emilys or if it's just mine. But yeah, look at that. That's really bad. Like, it's really messy. Same as this bit on the front here. I like the gradient that they've applied to make this kind of look like it's gold, but it's not. But again, like, look, if you come here close, no, it doesn't want to focus. Classic. If we can get it to focus on Emily, that would be lovely. Yep, thank you. You can see just all of these lines look very like there's been a lot of paint bleed, which I don't love. You can see there's this weird continuity gap here, which is a bit disappointing, given that, you know, it's meant to be the newly painted one and there's still a gap. We come around to the other side. The other side, I think, is slightly less bad, maybe. But pretty similar in terms of lacking that real... Like, this one is better. This cab's definitely better. This part is a little bit better. But yeah, it doesn't have that crispness that the other ones do. And I don't really know why that's the case. It's a bit strange. Again, you can see this bit is not registered properly. It's just painted a little bit high on this side. Whereas on this one, it kind of goes all the way to the bottom. You know, just these are kind of little things, which is why this is not a... Thomas Wood, I think, used to be kind of the premium Thomas line, but it's these kind of little mistakes that really drop this from being what I could say a premium to be a premium product. Like, it's really not that hard to get these things right. So you should get them right. I think the top, as again, looks kind of fine. Nothing to write home about on top of a cab, and obviously the back is just nothing. There is detail here. To be clear, excellent opportunity on these tender engines to include some printing on the back, but anyway, that's fine. And we come to the tender. Emily's got a square tender anyway, so I think she kind of gets away with not looking super funky. Again, the not printing on the front and back is really sad on this. Look, I just now that I know they can do it, I'm just imagining how much nicer they would have looked with printing on the front and the back. So that is just, it's really annoying. This is pretty similar to the details you had on there. We'll do a comparison in a second, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, they've tried to put that black part in to show like the absence. But I don't really vibe it. Let's bring in the OG, unpainted Emily. And the first thing that sticks out to me is that, wow, the printing on this one was so much better. Like, so much better. You can see there's some weird stuff going on here. I think that's just because of the wood, the way the wood was done. But yeah, this is so much cleaner. There's none of that weird fuzziness happening. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if all the Emilys are like that, but yeah, like the comparison of the paint jobs, if you want to see them in the one shot, like look at the crispness of the top one versus the kind of fuzziness of the bottom one. Like, that is just not even close to being the same, which is very unfortunate. Otherwise, most of the details are the same. You can see there's some color differences in terms of this kind of gradient. They've tried to go for this fake gold color, I was talking about earlier, which is just a flat, like the wood is what shows through on that. The rest of it's pretty the same. You can see they've condensed these details on the front, which are very squished on this version. On this one, they were quite spread out. Don't know why they did that. Don't know what the difference was. Like, it is so strange to me that they went and reinvented so much for these for the painted versions, which to me is bizarre. And again, if you compare the tenders, I think the Emily tender is what looks way better, I think, painted. Yeah, chalk and cheese, really. Chalk and cheese in terms of how they look. But again, note that I much prefer just the openness at the back rather than them printing this weird black part. Yeah, so that is the new painted Emily. Not a huge, so again, really like the paint. Not a huge fan of the fact that the details are now worse. I think that's a big fail. They should really be better, especially if this is meant to be a higher quality product. And I think otherwise, you know, the Emily model was pretty good. It did most of the right things. It had the right, for example, wheels, which was good. And she got away with not having, or not looking super silly with that square tender. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, if you pay the retail price for this one, it's not too bad. It's definitely better than the unpainted one overall, but I think the printing particularly has really, really gone downhill on this Emily for some reason, or at least on my copy. And that's the thing. These are so hard to find that, you know, you have to buy online. If I'd seen this in the store, I probably would have tried to find one that didn't look as messed up, but I don't have that option when you buy online. You just get what you're given. So yeah, that's all we've got time for on this review. Thanks very much for watching. That's all we've got time for. This is XtremeTrainz. Let me know your thoughts down below.